So Garou starts off by saying,
You can't handle me.
and declares a trade to the monster side, despite clearly being human. Moving like LeBron ditching his trash-ass home team to make the Miami Big Three. And obviously the human heroes didn't take too kindly to this, but instead of burning his jersey, they try to jump him. Starting with Mr. Hocus Pocus over here, who charges in and gets no-dipped in the next frame. Followed by a bootleg Zangief from Street Fighter swinging at Garou just for his arm to look like it hit the stanky leg. Just for Garou to counter with an uppercut for the finisher. Finally, we got this dude here, who would be considered another Sasuke clone, who fires off a blue flame like, bro, you are not Rin from Blue Exorcist. But Garou just says, over here, as he's holding bro's chopped off hand, he taking Bone Collector to a whole different level. Sasuke version 36 also gets off-screened as he's sent packing. But the camera pans back to the monster hunter who's standing over a pile of corpses, moving like Madara photoizing the Shinobi Alliance. Like damn, we ain't even a minute in and Garou's already secured himself about 200 plus bodies, including 3 high-ranking A-classes. Bro's on a mission. Some time passes and Garou has found his next victim, the GOAT himself. But before Garou can boost his KD, he gets sneaked by spoilers, an ST hero. Wait, this guy's a ST hero? You're telling me Jack Swagger in this universe is an ST hero?
S-class, S-class, S-class.
No more prestige. What happened to the game I love? Anyway, I must have spoken too soon, as Tank Top Master slams the ground like he Roman Reigns and got Garou leaning. Going in for a chase down which got Garou flying, spinning like a Beyblade until he eventually recovers.
Damn, he really about to rock my shit.
Garou then gets hit with a punch that looks like it will end this video early. However, he uses his old martial arts training to hit a same-day delivery. Got Tank Master's neck hitting the Sasuke animation. He then fires with a barrage of punches before squaring his face into a wall. Garou then starts emoting, talking about some, "Is this your king?" before going for game on Tank Master. But just in time, the GOAT. Never mind. But he just gets hit with a no-look backhand. Like, oh nah. Jack Swagger needs to hand in his S-tier resignation because this is embarrassing. As he gets put to sleep and is out for the count. But just to make matters worse, Garou starts stab padding by squad wiping the rest of the tank top goons. After eliminating a gang full of Vin Diesel's favorite clothing attire, Garou confronts A-class hero Golden Ball, who was ranked at 26, destroying his drink so they can settle it outside. And bro, it's still dark outside like the last fight, so it seems Garou's on some Batman Arkham Knight timing, eliminating all his ops in 24 hours. Straight speedrunning. And look at this dude Golden Ball, waddling and shit. He don't know what about to happen, except that he does, as Garou goes for the jump, but Golden Ball draws first blood. With a slingshot. This some elementary school type of weapon, like what are we even doing here? Turns out I was unaware of this dude's game, as he got a slingshot with a switch on it, as he starts blasting at Garou. But this too easy for Garou as he starts weaving this shit looking like he got Ultra Instinct. But Golden Ball with the laser attachment equipped, goes for the kill shot, but Garou just deflects the bullets like this is nothing to him. Garou then says my turn, and goes for his lick, but out of nowhere, some Donnie with the mustache spawns in who says on guard, and starts swinging with a sword, hitting everything but his target. Garou, realizing his opponent got negative accuracy, backflips out of the way, but Mustache Man fires a Minecraft beacon, which you'd think would call game, but Garou going through the sword punches him so hard he gets sent tumbling. Did all that just to get folded in 20 seconds. And the camera cuts away, but we all know that Golden Ball got off-screened. We can just add him to the body count. So the camera shifts to the senior centipede who's wreaking havoc in the city. But Garou doesn't care about none of that. He's just trying to find his next opponent, who just happened to be tumbling right next to him. S-class hero, Metal Bat. Garou challenges Metal Bat to a duel, but Metal Bat declines, trying to get that massive XP boost by defeating the giant snake in the sky. That is until Garou swings at him, forcing Metal Bat into an unskippable side quest. I know he's pissed right now. The fight starts off with Metal Bat Mario jumping into a swing, which Garou dodges and counters with a cheek check, but Metal Bat recovers and throws an overhead hit, which Garou also dodges. And keep in mind that Metal Bat is basically on 1 HP from his other fights, and that Garou is third partying him, so this should be an easy W to Garou. Metal Bat launches another attack, which Garou evades with the before front flipping over the other attack and landing his own roundhouse kick. But instead of being a critical hit, Metal Bat starts no-selling the attack, powering through and throwing haymakers in return. Garou then throws his own punch which Metal Bat blocks until he slams the ground. Garou then starts moving like Spider-Man, launching a silver cover on Metal Bat who channels his inner Otani and hits a home run. But that was just a distraction, so Garou can get some sneaks in. Metal Bat need to change it up as he's got no hits in so far, throwing an overhead strike just to miss again, and getting cheek checked in the process, again. So guess what he just has to do this time? Just throw the same ass move again to no avail. But after going 0-37, Metal Bat finally starts changing up the combos, hitting Spin Jitsu with the bat instead. But that shit was pointless as well, as Garou hit some crazy deflect shit, knocking Metal Bat out of his special move. It looks like Garou secured the W as Metal Bat is all laid out, but just as he was about to head out, Metal Bat almost hit the sneak of the century. That was until his sister pulled up. Like, why is she even here? Go home. And instead, it's Garou doing the sneaking. L's sister. But as soon as Garou was about to send Metal back to the afterlife, his sister jumps in front of him and starts packing up Garou. I'm dead. And even Garou's like, I don't even want the smoke no more, and heads off. W sister, I guess, I take it back. But as Metalbat tries to spin back, he faints, giving Garou the dub for that fight. After defeating several S and A class heroes, Garou starts feeling himself, causing him to ego chow the S class hero, Watchdogman. But immediately, Garou realizes he's not actually built for this, as Dogman weaves his swings and deflects his barrage attacks. Garou must have not have accounted for that fiery agility. But this time, Dogman goes in the offensive, blitzing Garou so bad that he had to retreat. He couldn't put a stain on his hero hunting legacy. Garou goes back to his hideout, where he's out cold catching some Z's, trying to sneak in some quick health regen, as he's gonna need it, as a gang of heroes pull up 8 deep to try and get that extra streak head, trying to secure that hero hunter bounty. But luckily the little munchkin that Garou befriended earlier had been studying all the heroes, got them hero profiles on lock, so Garou peeps the lineup of heroes who's trying to jump him, which consists of a young Paragus, Fushigo if he fused with Bullet from Akame ga Kill, whatever the fuck that is, Shiny P.E.K.K.A, Resurrection of F. Gohan, a Toad from Naruto, Breath of the Wild Link, and a Texas resident. So Garou starts prep timing like he Batman in a versus battle. After installing all the necessary cheat codes, Garou gets up on the roof and hits a battle cry, talking about how after this pub stomping, he would've hit the milestone of boarding 100 heroes. Like damn we're keeping count. But the Texas resident wasn't having it as he started blasting, causing Garou to start maneuvering like he's Black Panther, cat jumping towards the American. And look at the face all scared and shit. Like bro, froze in the heat of battle, why are you even here? Anyway, Stinger intervenes and clips Garou in the process, and Link, thinking he the princess from Clash Royale, tries to catch Garou lacking from above. But we all know Garou read the patch notes, so he hits the quick time event and weaves all the arrows.
Feeling good!
All misses, no hits. And Homeboy knows he fucked up after giving Garou the equivalent to the Krabby Patty recipe. Day's dead. The heroes regroup and got Garou surrounded, deciding to all attack at once on some power friendship shit. Garou weaves some attacks but gets clipped by others, and getting forced to hit a step back by the Smiley Hammer. Smile Man, yes this dude's name's Smile Man, even though we haven't seen him smile once, ain't shit funny, goes in for a hammer smash, which causes Garou to start hitting the acrobatics as all the heroes try and get their licks in, got Garou hitting the triple jump. And yo, this Gohan variant's so sorry they got him picking up the missed arrows. They said he's the water boy, I'm crying. Garou notices that he's the weak link, the easiest lick, so he goes in for the kill. But this guy Glasses got a sleeper build as he high jumps the fuck out of there, and the cowboy locks in the 1v1. Gohan calls ice on Garou, forcing Garou into misses got him hitting nothing but straight air, ruining his efficiency. But Garou lucky Gohan passive as fuck and ain't trying to go on the offensive, as he's got the deuces up, that's free eats. The other heroes are all selfish, they ain't trying to let Glasses get his moment, so they all surround Garou again getting ready to jump, but Garou starts tweaking, due to getting poisoned which got him hallucinating. But the heroes don't give a fuck, as I said, no days off, as they try and sneak him but Garou's too clean with it, dodging all the attacks. But it looks like his luck ran out, as Toad secures his leg, which sets up Smile Man for the alley-oop. And look at Garou, he out for the count, this should be a free lick, but Garou pulled a sneaky one on him, recovering and launching the Smile Ball at Toad, crushing him and allowing the hero hunter to cut himself free. Right as he was about to pack up Smile Man, the Texas Ranger provides cover fire, but Garou takes a quick breather before blitzing the cowboy with the Smile Ball, with him looking like roadkill. But this fight turned into Waluigi's pinball, until Wildhorn saves the day, but that was just a decoy for Garou to sneak him. As Link tries to clutch up, but it's too late, as Garou just chains up dude's legs and uses him as a meat shield. Unlucky. And Glasses, who's got absolutely no bag, throws a couple rocks at Garou like bro you was not krillin. Like even Gohan wasn't that sorry at this point of the series. I lied. And Garou just catches him and starts flexing the stones like he Thanos, with Link thinking he hit the most unpredictable sneak of the century, only for Garou to hit one of these and absolutely cook bro. Stinger was about to try and run the ones, but after seeing Garou hit the Sukuna Grin, he backed off. He knew he wasn't built for that. Just in one sequence, the hero hunter secured 4 bodies just like that. He halfway there, he just hit a checkpoint. But before he can continue, Garou starts feeling all woozy, so he decides to lock back in with a light jog, with Tracksuit Dude following suit. As the two are Naruto running through the woods, Garou starts hitting the poison ivy using the roots to catch the rest of the heroes lacking. Karate kicks and Smile Man catching another body. And Death Gatling has had enough, said fine I'll do it myself, telling the Fushigo hybrid to move out the way so he can light up the human monster. So anyway, he started blasting. But Garou IQs it by running alongside Glasses so he can't get a clean shot off. But then Garou starts giving Glasses that work. But Glasses thought he was the main character as he tries to counter, but Garou shuts that shit off immediately, critically hitting the guy and getting back to his free eats. Stinger tries to get his trade but Garou weaves it and knocks his ass out clean too, following it up with a combo and an extra lift to Glasses just for good measure. So now the Gatling guy's the lone survivor, and he's out for vengeance, getting ready to blicky down the entire environment just to get at Garou. The hate is real. But just before he can do that, Garou halts him to inform Gatling that there's a kid behind him in that shed. But Gatling, with no regard for human life, calls Garou's bluff, equipping the Ghost Rider Shiesty and starts blasting. Again, causing Garou to deflect all the bullets so none of them hit the kid. W guy for real, he's not the villain. After Death Gatling somehow runs out of ammo, he starts tweaking, talking about some
No, fuck that! Y'all got me fucked up! Oh my mama, y'all got me fucked up!
He thought that spray and pray was the finisher. He didn't think of no plan B, so he pulls out the blade thinking about to claim the bounty. But Garou turns into the real main character, who's named after the title of the show. As he one-taps Gatling, got him blasting off again, no Team Rocket. Garou then hits the Zoro nothing happened pose, but the Munchkin saw all the bodies Garou caught and becomes a track star, dipping out of there. Like damn, he couldn't even get a thank you after all that? Garou, who's been on low battery for the past 40 minutes, then heads to the remainder of his shed, trying to catch some peace in the sunlight like he Thanos. But before he can even take a few steps, a new challenger appears. Glasses hits a last second clutch by activating the bat signal, summoning the S-class hero, Genos. So the two get straight to boxing, as Genos hits a quick Mario twirl, trying to hit a brute from the heavens, but Garou jumps out of the way but Genos meets him immediately with a full core press spamming barrage punches, and then returning to a standstill, until Genos once again starts throwing a bunch of haymakers. But we gotta remember that Garou got that Ultra Instinct equipped, except that free trial must have expired as he gets clocked with a cheek check and a few spams to the gut. Garou then tries to get his lick back but Genos weaves from behind, with the jet boosters on full throttle trying to call game on Garou. He knew he was cooked. But somehow Garou blocks the punch with a kick that looks like Butcher is dribbling, swinging his body to the side and clocking Genos with the other leg. Can't lie, that was a generational sequence I just witnessed. Garou then tries to hit a Broly stomp, but Genos was not trying to end up like Goku, as that shit was straight diabolical, so he activates his overheat. The camera then cuts back to the fight and Genos is still standing there all clean, but Garou still looks like he's seen better days. That is until he activates his Sharingan and starts moving like Dogman, moving like a pinball, doing all that to finesse Genos' arm. He got that Rocket Raccoon intentions, but Garou must have forgotten that Genos is built like Batman's utility belt. He got everything installed, like a lightsaber. When will bro ever need this? Anyway, Genos' arm becomes sentient and starts choking out Garou, hitting and tying him to a wall on some freaky shit. But Garou breaks free with his new transformation. Got that Buffalo Sauce hair unlocked, not even Dragon Ball's used that yet. Genos says he's gonna kill him even if he's going through a midlife crisis right now, but before he can do that he gets third-partied, as the monsters are trying to recruit this D1 prospect to their ranks, but they ain't put up a good exhibition as Genos speedruns them. And for the third time, Genos attempts to finish the job, but this time it's Garou getting third-partied. And I know Genos is sick and tired of all this shit, but hey, we are not complaining, as the one who just pulled up was Garou's old master, ST hero, Bang, and his brother Bomb. So Bang tells Genos how it should be him who packs up Garou, on some Master Shifu vs Tai Lung timing, destroying the monster that he created. So the Master and student begin to square up, and the scene cuts back to Garou getting that work. And it's about damn time, as Genos is out there spectating like, bro, you couldn't have done this too? Photorizing the guy who's been on 1 HP for half the show, I'ma have to keep an eye on him as his ST ranking's kinda looking shaky like Tank Masters. A little fake. Bang continues to put the pause on Garou, following up with a double step but Garou catches his hand, trying to land a knee but he somehow got outsped by an 80-year-old, who lands the critical knee to his chin first, and then swerving him to the side, cocking his chin, Beyblade spinning him and then flicking him away. That's just pure disrespect. But Bang said the job's not finished, hitting the zoom in anime face, pounding Garou and then hitting him with that Omni-Man discipline. Bang is owning his former pupil so bad that he got him on all fours trying to get away. Like, this is embarrassing. But Bang's brother Bomb wasn't gonna let him leave the premise like that and sneaks him. And now what you're about to witness might be one of the most unnecessary beatdowns ever. Like how Gogeta did Broly after finding out he's pure of heart, just straight hands. Because Bang and his brother start 2v1ing Garou, laying the smackdown on him. Gotta start calling them the Bang Bros. Never mind, that sounded better in my head. Two ST level talents jumping a man on his last legs. Thought I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen for a second. They wanted this guy gone by any means possible, as they were about to hit some Mario and Luigi Dura combo ass move, but Garou with his last resort starts tweaking. Everyone trying to figure out what the fuck he be doing, but it turns out it was a summoning ritual, as a jugged up Hoa got the Uber notification and scoops up Garou. Genos then tries to hit a moving across the map trick shot, but his clip gets ruined by the Eater of Worlds. Like damn, it was about time Garou finally got some help out here. As Garou's run has finally come to an end, we can now analyze his performance and rank it on the gauntlet running tier list. But first, we have to peep the stats, defeating 2 fodder groups, those being the criminals and the tank top goons from earlier, as well as 1 class C hero, 3 B class heroes, 9 A class heroes, and 2 S class heroes, while also surviving encounters from several other S class talents. So while Garou was able to clean house on some of the high-ish dudes in the verse, his lack of S class defeats meant that he couldn't beat the best of the best, the same issue that Nappa had, hence the B tier placement as well. Till next time, peace.